The clock strikes midnight, and while the world sleeps, a unique group of individuals stir. They are the night owls, the nocturnal navigators, the people who wake up when the moon is high. But what sets them apart isn't just their sleep schedule, it's their mind, their perception, their very essence. They are often misunderstood, labeled as lazy or insomniac, but in reality, they possess a unique psychological makeup. They experience the world differently, processing it more deeply, more intensely. This is known as sensory processing sensitivity, a trait identified by psychologist Elaine Aron. It's not just about being more aware, it's about feeling more, thinking more, and often, achieving more. But what makes them tick? Why do they thrive in the quiet, introspective hours of the night? And how does their nocturnal lifestyle shape their personalities, their relationships, and their success? Let's dive in and explore the fascinating psychology of people who wake up at night. The world at 2 a.m. is a sanctuary of quietude, a realm where the incessant hum of daylight recedes, leaving behind a profound softness. This is not mere silence, but a sensory retreat, a phenomenon that psychologists often associate with the concept of sensory gating, where the brain filters out irrelevant stimuli. The city lights, usually harsh and glaring, now take on a diffused, almost ethereal quality, casting long shadows that dance gently with the faintest breeze. The air feels cooler, crisper, as if the earth itself has taken a deep breath and exhaled a sigh of relief. It's a time when the world seems to slow down, inviting introspection and contemplation. In this hushed landscape, even the smallest sounds become magnified, yet they blend seamlessly into the tapestry of night. The distant hoot of an owl, the rustle of leaves, the occasional hum of a passing car, all these sounds are not intrusive but rather, they weave a symphony of tranquility. This heightened sensitivity to sound is akin to the psychological concept of sensory processing sensitivity, where individuals become more attuned to their environment. It's a time when the mundane becomes extraordinary, when the world feels softer, gentler, and more approachable. The softness of the world at 2 a.m. is not just auditory, it's a multisensory experience. The streets, usually teeming with life, now lie empty, their surfaces glistening under the moonlight, reflecting a kaleidoscope of muted colors. Buildings, once imposing and stern, now stand as silent sentinels, their edges softened by the play of light and shadow. This visual transformation can be linked to the psychological concept of perceptual fluency, where the brain processes visually simple or familiar stimuli more easily, creating a sense of comfort and ease. It's a time when the world feels less chaotic, less demanding, and more inviting. This profound softness is a balm to the soul, a respite from the harsh realities of daylight. It's a time when the mind can wander freely, unencumbered by the noise and distractions of the day. Philosophers like Pascal have spoken of the night as a time for contemplation, a time to confront the vastness of the universe and our place within it. The softness of the world at 2 a.m. invites us to do just that, to pause and reflect, to find solace in the quiet and the stillness. Waking up at night is often seen as a disruption, but it can also be a unique opportunity for introspection. This nocturnal awakening can be framed as an emotional check-in, a moment to meet oneself in the solitude of the night, free from the crowding expectations of the day. It's a chance to practice what Carl Rogers, a humanistic psychologist, called unconditional self-acceptance. In the quiet, one can engage in a dialogue with their inner self, unfiltered by external noise. Consider the night as a sanctuary. It's not just the physical silence that's appealing, but the mental quietude. During the day, people are bombarded with tasks, responsibilities, and social interactions. Each of these demands a piece of their attention, energy, and emotional bandwidth. Sensory processing sensitivity, a trait described by psychologist Elaine Aron, means that some individuals are more affected by these stimuli. Nighttime offers a respite. It's a chance to process the day's events, to sift through thoughts and emotions without the pressure of immediate responses or actions. It's like having a private conversation with oneself, where every word is heard, and every feeling is valid. This nocturnal check-in can also lead to increased self-awareness, a key component of emotional intelligence. It's an opportunity to practice mindfulness, a concept rooted in Buddhist philosophy but popularized in the West by Jon Kabat-Zinn. Mindfulness involves paying attention to the present moment without judgment. During these nighttime awakenings, one can observe their thoughts and feelings, acknowledging them without immediately reacting. This practice can lead to better emotional regulation and self-understanding. It's like being a silent observer in the theater of one's own mind, watching the play unfold without stepping on stage to interrupt it. Moreover, these nighttime awakenings can foster creativity. Many great thinkers, from Thomas Edison to Salvador Dali, have used nocturnal hours for brainstorming and problem-solving. The quiet and solitude of the night can stimulate divergent thinking, allowing the mind to make unusual associations and connections. It's like having a brainstorming session with oneself, where every idea is welcome, and there's no fear of judgment or ridicule. This creative outlet can provide a sense of fulfillment and purpose, turning a seemingly negative experience into a positive one. You find solace in the quiet hours, when the world is asleep, and the noise of daily life fades into the background. This is not just a preference for night owls, it's a genuine need for those who experience sensory processing sensitivity, a trait highlighted by psychologist Elaine Aron. It's not that you're afraid of the dark, but rather, you're drawn to the tranquility it offers. The hush of the night wraps around you like a comforting blanket, allowing your mind to wander freely without the constant barrage of external stimuli. It's in these moments that you feel most connected to your inner self, a concept that philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche might have admired, as he valued introspection and self-exploration. For you, the night is a canvas of authentic presence. It's a time when you can engage in activities that align with your values and interests, a key aspect of self-determination theory proposed by psychologists Deci and Ryan. Whether it's reading, writing, or simply sitting in quiet contemplation, these activities nourish your soul in a way that the rushed, chaotic daytime often cannot. You're not just killing time, you're investing it in your personal growth and well-being. The night becomes a sanctuary, a place where you can be truly yourself, unburdened by the expectations and obligations of the day. But it's not just about the activities you choose, it's also about the mindset you cultivate. The night fosters a sense of mindfulness, a state of active, open attention to the present. It's not about forcing your mind to be quiet, but rather, allowing it to be filled with the simple, authentic thoughts and feelings that arise naturally. This is not laziness, it's a deliberate choice to prioritize your mental and emotional health. It's a form of self-care, a recognition that you need this time to recharge and regain your inner peace. And as you embrace the night, you find that it's not just a time of rest, but also a time of reflection, growth, and renewal. This understanding of your nocturnal nature leads you to appreciate the unique perspective it offers, a perspective that is all too often overlooked in a world that values constant activity and productivity. It's a perspective that values the depth of the night, the beauty of stillness, and the power of authentic presence. The loud day is a symphony of demands, a relentless beat that syncs with the heart rates of those who wake up to the blare of alarms, the ping of notifications, and the chorus of expectations. It's a time when the self is fragmented, scattered like confetti, each piece belonging to someone or something else. The boss demands reports, the family needs attention, the phone buzzes with messages that pull focus away from the present. This is the domain of what psychologist Martin Seligman calls externally imposed goals. It's a state of constant reactivity, where the night owls of the world find themselves drained, like a mobile phone left on standby all day, its battery slowly depleting from unseen processes. It's not just the tasks that exhaust them. It's the constant negotiation of identity, the pressure to perform roles that may not resonate with their inner selves. The quiet night, in contrast, is a sanctuary of solitude, a canvas of darkness where the boundaries of the self can be redrawn. It's a time when the noise of the day fades, and the individuals can finally hear their own thoughts. This is the realm of autonomous motivation, a concept from self-determination theory, where actions are driven by intrinsic values rather than external pressures. It's in these quiet hours that they reclaim their sense of self, like a river finding its course after being dammed. They might indulge in hobbies that fascinate them, explore ideas that stir their curiosity, or simply bask in the peace of uninterrupted solitude. It's a time for reflection, for processing the day's events, and for recharging the batteries that were drained by the day's demands. The transition from day to night is not just a change in time but a shift in psychological states. During the day, night owls might appear introverted, their energy levels low, their responses measured. This isn't laziness or lack of interest, but a rational defense mechanism known as conservation of resources. They're preserving their energy for the time when they can truly belong to themselves. When night falls, they come alive, their eyes sparkling with interest, their minds buzzing with ideas. This is their prime time, the period when they feel most productive and creative. It's a stark contrast to the daytime, a phenomenon that psychologist chronotypes aim to explain. The night is their sanctuary, their time to shine, and their chance to reclaim their sense of self. Waking up in the dead of night is often seen as a failure of sleep, a malfunction of the body's rhythm. But what if it's not a failure at all? What if it's a success, a moment when the body is doing exactly what it's supposed to do? This perspective is rooted in the concept of self-determination theory, which posits that humans have inherent needs for autonomy, competence, and relatedness. When you wake up at night, it's not your body failing you, it's your body giving you a moment of pure, unadulterated personhood. A time when the world is quiet, and you can hear your own thoughts without the noise of the day. It's a chance to reconnect with yourself, to explore your inner landscape without the distractions of the external world. This is not insomnia, it's introspection. Consider the night owl who wakes up at 3 a.m., not out of restlessness, but with a sudden clarity. They reach for a notebook, not because they can't sleep, but because they have something to say. This is the voice of sensory processing sensitivity, a trait identified by psychologist Elaine Aron. People with this trait are often more aware of subtle stimuli and process information more deeply. They don't just hear the silence of the night, they feel it, they understand it. They use this time to create, to reflect, to connect with their inner selves in a way that's not possible during the day. It's not a lack of sleep, it's a different kind of productivity. In the quiet of the night, there's a freedom that's hard to find during the day. The philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche spoke of the midnight thoughts, the ideas that come when the world is asleep, and the mind is free to wander. These are the thoughts that can lead to profound insights, to creative breakthroughs, to a deeper understanding of oneself. When you wake up at night, you're not failing to sleep, you're succeeding at finding a moment of pure, unadulterated personhood. A moment when you can truly be yourself, without the expectations and distractions of the day. This is not a curse, it's a gift. In the quiet of the night, when the world is asleep, a different version of you emerges. This is the time when the masks come off, and the true self is laid bare. The concept of self-concept, as described by Carl Rogers, is the organization of all the information that a person has about themselves. During the day, this self-concept is often shaped and molded by societal expectations, work demands, and social interactions. But at night, these influences fade, and individuals have the opportunity to reconnect with their authentic selves. For many, the night is a sanctuary. It's a time when they can engage in activities that truly resonate with them, free from the judgment or expectations of others. This aligns with self-determination theory, which posits that people are motivated by three innate psychological needs: autonomy, competence, and relatedness. At night, individuals often feel a greater sense of autonomy, as they are not bound by the schedules and rules of the day. They can pursue hobbies, read, create, or simply reflect, all of which contribute to a sense of competence and personal growth. The daylight, with its demands and distractions, can make it difficult to maintain this connection with the authentic self. It's easy to get caught up in the hustle and bustle, to lose sight of who you are beneath the layers of expectations and responsibilities. But when you wake up at night, you're reclaiming that lost part of yourself. You're stepping away from the noise and reconnecting with the quiet, true you. It's a powerful act of self-preservation and self-discovery. This is why, when the world is asleep, and the night is yours, you wake up to reclaim the you that the daylight tries to borrow. As the sun begins to rise, casting a warm glow over the world, our night owls start to stir. They've spent the night observing, creating, and processing. It's not just about being awake, it's about embracing a different rhythm, a different perspective. This is their strength, their superpower. As Carl Jung once said, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. For those who wake up at night, the unconscious is not a mystery but a familiar landscape, a source of insight and creativity. So, if you're a night owl, embrace it. Your brain is wired differently, and that's a gift. If you're an early bird, try to understand the night owls in your life. Their late hours aren't a sign of laziness but a testament to their unique way of engaging with the world. And remember, this is just the beginning of our exploration into the psychology of different sleep patterns. In our next video, we'll delve into the world of the early risers, those who greet the day with the sun. We'll uncover their secrets, their strengths, and their challenges. So, subscribe and hit the bell icon to join us on this fascinating journey. Until then, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep embracing your unique rhythm. After all, as Pascal once said, all man's miseries derive from not being able to sit quietly in a room alone. So, find your quiet, find your rhythm, and embrace your unique journey.